タイミング、この角度でボールだけだ。
Shouyou Hinata is inspired by the small giant playing volleyball on TV. 3 years later, Hinata goes to his first ever volleyball tournament, and his team is paired against Kitagawa Daiichi, the school of Tobio Kageyama, also known as the king of the court. Their match against each other leaves them both interested in their skills and sparks a rivalry. As Hinata arrives at his new school, Karasuno High School, he is shocked when he walks into the gym and finds Kageyama, who is also the new member of the team. The two personalities clash, and later Captain Daichi Sawamura arrives to throw the two off and tells them they can't join the club until they start to get along. A few days pass and the two get envious. Instead of agreeing to work as a team though, they challenge the third years to a match on the condition if they win, they join the team. If they lose, as long as the third years are around, Kageyama will never play as setter. Sawamura accepts the proposal match of Hinata and Kageyama. Kageyama and Hinata meet fellow first years Kei Tsukishima and Tadashi Yamaguchi. Tsukishima reveals he is a blocker that no one has been successful against, and he reveals why Kageyama was known as the king of the court in junior high. Begins as Kageyama, Hinata, and Ryunosuke battle Tsukishima, Yamaguchi, and Captain Sawamura in a 3-on-3 first years match. During the match, Kageyama begins to fall into his old setting habits, making it hard for Hinata and Ryunosuke to spike the ball. It looks like it will be an easy win in the first set for the captain's team, but then Kageyama and Hinata start to succeed with their quick attack, which could completely change the outcome of the match. And the team of Kageyama, Hinata, and Ryu is able to rally and win the 3-on-3 first years match. Submitting to the deal, Kageyama and Hinata are accepted as official team members. Just then, the volleyball team's new teacher-in-charge Itetsu Takeda arrives and announces he has been able to arrange a practice match with Aoba Josai High, one of the schools with a top volleyball team in the prefecture. Before the match, even Kageyama runs into his old teammate, Yutaro Kindaichi, who continually calls him the king of the court and promises they will defeat. Once the match gets underway though, the quick attack of Kageyama and Hinata proves to be an effective weapon. However, Kageyama reveals that he doesn't think Aoba Josai is using their true setter. Toru Oikawa returns for Aoba Josai. He is revealed to be their captain and their true setter. He was also Kageyama's original senpai. When Oikawa comes up to serve, he starts hitting perfect serves to Tsukishima, resulting in an ace every time. It isn't until Sawamura changes their formation that Karasuno is finally able to win the match against Aoba Josai. However, Oikawa reveals when they next meet, Aoba Josai will be using all its aces from the start, and a very different result will be expected. On the bus ride home, Sawamura reveals that Karasuno also has a few surprises, including a libero who can change the Karasuno's dynamics as a team. Yu Noya Nishinoya is Karasuno's libero. and he returns to help the team start getting better with receiving the ball. However, Noya refuses to play in any game until their ace, Azumani, returns. Meanwhile, advisor Takeda continues to pursue Kaishin Ukai as the next coach of Karasuno High. Ukai agrees to become the next coach of Karasuno after he learns of the upcoming practice match against Karasuno's former rival Nekoma High. Now Ukai must decide whom the regular starters will be.
Karasuno! Fight!
Karasuno heads off to the training camp. During a jog, Hinata gets lost and runs into a volleyball player in a red jersey named Kenma Kozume. Kenma reveals what team he plays for one of his teammates show up and leads him off to a practice match. After hesitating to decide a starting lineup, Ukai goes with Sawamura, Nishinoya, Azumane, Ryunosuke, Tsukishima, Kageyama, and Hinata. Karasuno's players receive their jerseys, and Hinata has the number 10, the same number as his idol, the Little Giant. Nekoma and Karasuno begin their match with Kageyama and Hinata, connecting on a quick attack that gives Karasuno the 1-0 lead. Nekoma realizes they're up against a genius setter, so they decide to start marking Hinata. Hinata's blocker gets used to his speed and feints and begins to start blocking his shots, allowing Nekoma to win the first set 25-22. However, Kageyama uses the opportunity to teach Hinata how to do a straight attack and how to use his eyes to find the holes in the opponent's defense. Hinata ends up managing to change his spike path in midair during set 2. It ends up going long, but Hinata realizes he has a new dangerous weapon to go along with his quick attack if he can master it. Nekoma and Karasuno play the second set.
オーバーとアンダーどっちで取れば
カバカバリールじゃ変だぜそいそいそいそいそいそいそいそい
やっぱこの感じ気持ちいい
4番
おや
あクイック飛ばないさすがだなあくそなんかニヤニヤ見られてる
But in the end, Karasuno falls just short. However, the two schools reform a rivalry that is better than time could imagine. The two come to realize they each have similar personalities on their teams, and they each have first years with goals and ambitions. Best of all, they realize that they're starting to unite as a team. Despite being thoroughly crushed, Karasuno vows to get revenge on the national stage. In the end, Ukai agrees to become the Karasuno's regular full-time coach.
Ah!